I have a very tiny brain. It doesn't hold much. Lifestyles of the rich and geeky plus GeekBeat goes topless. And I'm John P. And Dave, I don't want to see that. Today's episode of GeekBeat TV is brought to you by Carbonite. OMG, Michael Dell canceled his teenage daughter's Twitter account because of TMI. Michael's spending $2.7 million annually on family security. Meanwhile, Mini-Me was tweeting check-ins all around the world, complete with GPS info. Turns out there's a site called Rich Kids of Instagram that also picked up some of her photos. We'll spare you those out of respect for Michael's privacy, mainly because we hope Dell will sponsor one of our segments someday. Call me. But holy cow, look at what some of these kids are posting. Yacht water slides, $100,000 Euro tab at Nikki Beach Club Saint-Tropez, enough bling to make a drug lord feel poor, and wallets overflowing with Amex cards of every color and spending limit. SMH. Speaking of posting private photos, did you see the topless photos of Mark Zuckerberg?
Whoa! Oh my.
Okay, that's definitely fake. So is that one. There, that's it. Okay, he's no member of the GeekBeat bikini team, but it's worth noting that Facebook's director of engineering accidentally made this photo public for a few minutes. Apparently, he has problems with Facebook's privacy settings. Well, that was long enough for someone to grab it and repost for all the world to see. There's a lesson in there somewhere. And now that we know what's under Mark's hoodie, let's move on to today's commercial break of the day. You remember that scene from Star Wars where Han Solo was all frozen in the carbonite? Well, one thing you can say for sure is he was definitely safe in there. I know what you're thinking. Maybe I should get me some carbonite too. Like a Han Solo carbonite desk? Yes, you should. But you should also head over to Carbonite.com and use rebel code GeekBeat to secure your data. That's because Carbonite automatically and continuously backs up your files to their servers. So when you accidentally delete something, like your whole hard drive, you can just unfreeze your Carbonite copy and get on with your life. Doesn't matter if you have 1 or 100 computers, plans start at $59 a year, and over 1 million people use Carbonite to keep their data safe. Oh, and if you use the GeekBeat code when you're signing up, you'll get 2 bonus months. And now back to our regularly scheduled episode. That was a pretty weak one.
Dude,
I'm not very good at that.
Give me a.
Samsung's unveiled the Galaxy 10.1 to rave reviews. One has gone so far to call it the first Android tablet to replace the iPad. I replaced mine a long time ago. So what's all the fuss about? Well, for one, the 10-inch Surface makes much better use of the pen capabilities than the 5-inch phablet. The large form factor allows you to annotate to your heart's content with S-Note handwriting recognition capability. In the US, the 16GB model is priced like the 16GB iPad at $499, but you can step up to the 32GB model for just $50 more, which is $50 less than the iPad. The Galaxy Note 10.1 is available for purchase tomorrow, August 16th, and ships with Ice Cream Sandwich, Android 4.0. Samsung promises to upgrade to Jelly Bean by the year's end. I'm a little hungry all of a sudden. Google Rolla, okay, Motorola, rolls out the Photon Q smartphone on the Sprint platform this weekend. It's running Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich on a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core processor through a 4.3-inch touchscreen display with a slide-out keyboard with Android Beam and NFC for sharing data. The Photon Q will set you back 1 penny shy of $200 with a 2-year service plan. Why do they do that? Can't I just pay $200? Because, like, $199 is kind of insulting. Plus, I don't have a railroad track nearby, so what am I supposed to do with that extra penny?
Marketing.
Finally, a piece of robo news to report, and this one is creepy. Literally, a team from MIT, Harvard, and Seoul National University have engineered a soft robot that crawls like an earthworm and appears to be practically indestructible. It survived the Randy Travis test, being hammered and stomped on. This robo-worm is designed to navigate through rough terrain and squeeze through tight spaces. It's also being considered for medical uses, which means it would crawl into your... Well, let's just leave the rest of that up to your imagination, shall we? I'm John P. You can find me between episodes on G+, right there. And Twitter, put it over there, Dave. Cal will be back next with, the next episode of GeekBeat TV. See you later. Point 1, to rave reviews. One has gone so far to call it as to one person just jumped off a cliff, fell down, broke their neck, got up and just kept going. I don't know how they did it, but it was pretty impressive.